Hey, it's time to start whatever you are scared of. It's 2025, and I've been kind of contemplating on actually starting the YouTube channel where you actually see my face. Especially me. I'm an older cat. I'm 50 years old. Actually, I'm 53 years old, but I don't look it. But I've been contemplating on starting my own YouTube channel, where I can share some thoughts that has helped me over the years and helped me in a way that I think has made my life a little bit more prosperous and happier and full of joy, things like that. But I was scared. I was scared to get on, get in front of the camera. And I've been seeing a lot of new creators, small creators, people with not many subscribers, but a lot of views start talking about posting on YouTube and just turning on their phone, turning on their camera, and start talking. So I say that's what I'm going to do. And I'm starting to see that it's easier. It's easier than you think, and a point being is I'm on my way to work today, and I'm in Ohio, and it's our first real storm. And it is crazy out here. I mean, the roads are terrible. We've probably got 8, 9 inches of snow, and driving to work here with all of the snow that's on the ground and on the highway, and the trucks can't keep up with it, and it keeps coming down. It was terrifying to drive in the snow because obviously you're driving for other people. But I had to, get with myself and say, just keep your eyes on the road. Keep thinking about getting to where you're going to work safely, and keep your foot on the gas. Be prepared to brake if you have to, but don't unless you absolutely have to. So keep your foot on the gas and keep your eyes on the prize. And I did that. And sure, I was scared as I don't know what the whole time. And I've driven in snow before, but you know how it is. After the winter is gone, we've been having a lot of mild winters the last couple of years. I'm originally from New Orleans, where we don't have no snow. And so I haven't been driving in snow all my life, so I'm still not totally acclimated to it. So I'm terrified. I'm seeing all these cars swerving. I'm seeing cars on the side of the road. They're stuck, and I'm just worried about, for one, protecting my safety, protecting my car so I can have a way to get back in front, and to get into work so I can keep my job. And I'm thinking of all of this while I'm driving on these terrible roads, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, you got to apply what you speak about, what you read about, what you talk about, what you listen to. Keep your eyes on the road, see yourself at your job safe, and keep going through the storm. Keep going even if you're scared. Just keep going. Don't stop. And hey, when it's time to go, get in your car and just go. So that's the same analogy I'm using for YouTube. Even when I'm scared, even when I'm thinking, you know what, I don't look right. My hairline is going back. You can see when you're old, your hairline will start separating from your forehead and they don't like each other no more. So, but you keep going. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going. And that's what I did. I pulled out my camera. I got in the car. I pressed on record. I pressed on the gas, and I started recording. I kept my eyes on the prize while I drove, and I'm scared, even through all of the snow. And that's what you got to do. So, hey, I love this. You guys gonna get tired of me, because I'm gonna keep going forward. I'm gonna keep pressing forward. This is my first video, guys. This is my first video, and whether I do great or a flop, it doesn't matter. It ain't costing me nothing. It's helping me get out of my comfort zone. I'm going through the storm. I'm gonna eventually find some material in order to continue to inspire and motivate other people. That's just what I'm gonna do, and I want you guys to do it with me and share the experience. Be one of the first to join me on this journey. Subscribe to me. Hit me up. Like this video. Like this so other people who are scared, other people who are older, other people who don't think they have anything to contribute to the YouTube world can see this and push it out to other people. Hey, start you a YouTube channel. Even if you post one video and you decide you want to quit, I'm going to make sure you keep going, because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get on this thing every day, and just whatever I feel like talking about, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to post. So I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't have no subscribers right now. I don't have no subscribers, but hey, I challenge people to help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Everybody listen to this, just subscribe, hit like, hit subscribe and like for me. Do that for your boy. Hey, I'm gonna end this because I don't want it to be super crazy, but I want you guys to know that anybody, any one of us can just push through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing YouTube is helping small creators get out there. I'm hearing YouTube is helping small creators because, you know, everybody, people are going through things right now. You know what I'm saying? And people want authentic people in their regular lives. They don't want all of that fancy editing and all of that cutting and pasting and graphics and noise and music. They just want regular people going through regular things, showing them how to get through regular things to get to greater things. And that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because, just recently I'm going through a transition myself. I used to work for a car dealership, and I'm gonna drop some nuggets on the car dealerships and how you got to how you can go in there and get the better deals when you're ready to buy a car. But that's for another video. I was a sales manager for 15 years. I sold cars for 5 years, and I ran the dealership, so I know all of the little tricks and stuff like that. And when it got to the point where you just can't survive in a dealership, now that things have changed and do people dirty, I had to get out because I have to be able to sleep with myself. And you see these same people you sell these cars to out in the world. And so I just kind of outlived my existence there when I had to compromise my integrity, and I wasn't going to do that for nobody. But nevertheless, that's the kind of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about on my YouTube channel. Elevating your mind, doing whatever we can do to help each other get to the next level. Things that I wish I would have done that could have put me in a better position to where I probably wouldn't have to work now. You know what I'm saying? If I would have made some better decisions that hopefully I can help younger people with by telling you the mistakes I made, that you don't have to do it. So when you're at 50, you can be retiring. Because some of y'all are younger than me and y'all retired already. I wish I was looking at YouTube when I was younger at people who make decisions like you, so I could have made better choices. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We are where we're supposed to be. I truly believe that. And that's where it is with me and what I'm going to do with my channel and what I'm going to do with my journey. I'm going to still live my own life. I'm going to just have a camera in front of me for most of the time when, I get inspired to motivate somebody to do what I do or don't do what I did, whatever it is, So now, I got out of the car business, and I took a significant pay increase for my peace of mind when I saw how the upper echelon in the car business don't give a good goddamn about you, no matter how long you have invested in growing their business and how good and loyal you were. They do not care. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to bounce. So I decided to go do something that was a lot stress-free, was a lot less stress, I should say. Something when I go to work, I'm happy to go there. I'm happy to be employed there. I'm happy to be with the guys that I'm with. I don't have to be a boss. So I don't have to tell nobody what to do. Hey, boss, you give me my assignment. Let me go about my business. Leave me alone. I see you when it's time to clock out. And guess what? That's what I did. And trust me, it was hard. It was hard because I don't get me wrong. I didn't just stop one day and say, I don't want to sell cars no more. I'm tired of being a boss. I'm tired of running this dealership. I'm quitting today. No, I had to do some calculating. Okay, I got my daughter. She's getting out of high school. I got to take care of my wife. I got to pay this mortgage. I got to pay these car notes. I got to pay this insurance. How much this, and that is. And I got it down to where I started going through my finances, something that I didn't do a lot because I was making so much money that it didn't matter if I was paying for a subscription for 5 years and not knowing that they're taking it out of my check. I was going to make the money again next month, so it didn't matter. But when it was time to make that decision, I was scared. basis of this video. I was scared, but I still did it. I was like, okay, like I could knock this out, knock this out, knock this out. And I got it to where I was just gonna be paycheck to paycheck, basically. But I knew I had the potential to do some overtime to make up for it, to be comfortable, but not as comfortable as I was when I was just making money and blowing it. You know what I'm saying? But I did it anyway. I decided, you know what? My job, I saw my job where somebody was working there for 40 years. The man died, and not one of the owners went to his funeral. You know, there was another guy that he wasn't there that long, but he stayed. We worked hard that night. He stayed overtime trying to help us push some cars out. The man went home and had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? And by that night, while he was asleep, and by noon the next day, we had his replacement in his position. That's when I knew it was time for me to go. You know, that's when I knew it was time for me to go. It was time for me, even though I would be scared, to get out of there and find somewhere that I'm going to be happy with, even through the uncertainty of what tomorrow will bring. Same thing that happened to me on my way to work in that snow. I had to push through it, and I did. Some unfortunate things happened. My daughter decided she wanted to go to college at the last minute, and she wanted to stay on campus. So I didn't prepare for that when I did my calculations on getting out. So I was scared. I'm like, now I'm in a hole with my finances. I'm in a hole, and I don't want to go back to the car business. I didn't gave up my position as a manager. I would have to go back and start as a regular sales guy. I don't want to do that. I did that. I don't want to do that. So I had to figure out, how can I make this happen and not have to go with my tail between my legs and go back in the car business. And I'm gonna tell you, that's for another video, but I made that happen. I made that happen. And it's from the divine. So my next video, I'm probably going to talk about that. So make sure you subscribe so you can know when I upload that next video, it's going to blow your mind. And I got story after story after story about how I use the power of my mind in order to get me through situations. That's one of my specialties, you know, and I think that God chose me to relay that message, but he didn't choose me exclusively to have that type of power. And I want to show and to speak to you on how your everyday person, because we're all everyday people, can use that type of power to your advantage and get you to where you want to be, you know. And everybody think that if you have that type of power and you can make things happen with your mind, why you're not rich? Everybody don't want to be rich. Everybody, there's some people, and I believe this is about myself a little bit. There's some people that are a little bit afraid of what massive amounts of money will do to them. And it may not be to them, well, and it could be, but it could be, what can it do to relationships around you? I want to keep the relationships I have around me. And you know, sometimes you get an influx of a whole bunch of money and you change up. Blow everybody around you that really loved you away because you changed up. Or you can get a massive amounts of money, you stay the same, and it changes the people around you. And you don't want that, because it's human nature. It's not like they did it intentionally. It's that's what happens when you happen to get a whole bunch of money. People change up. Some people just want joy, peace of mind, a stress-free life, basic things paid for with a little bit of money to enjoy life. And when you know how to do that with using your mind, you don't have to have a whole bunch of money at one time. You can get what you need when you need it. You got that? You don't have to have a whole bunch of money at one time, but you can attract what it is you need when you need it. So there's always an evergreen flowing of abundance and increase in financial stability coming into your life when you want it, when you need it, when you desire it, when you want to attract it. So that's what we're going to be talking about, guys. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I made this a little bit too long, but yep, YouTube does like 15-minute videos for some reason. So start you a YouTube channel. Get out there, pick up this camera, turn it on, and just start talking and post it and see what happens. If you're afraid because you're scared that your people that you know gonna make fun of you, don't tell them. Don't tell them. You wait to tell them when you got 2,000 subscribers. You wait to tell them when you monetize. You wait to tell them to when you get so good at doing videos that you don't stutter like I am, or you don't just come off the top of your head like I am. Start your YouTube channel. YouTube is going to help you. It's helping small creators blow up. So subscribe and like this. And she hit me a comment in this, help me catch that algorithm. The next time I holler at you guys. So start imagining a new you. Imagine a new you. It's 2025. It's time to thrive. See you later.